to word it or just make it simple to where it doesn't seem like homework and it doesn't seem like bullshit.
Yeah. No, they were simple questions.
Yeah.
So welcome.
Yeah.
Welcome to the show.
No, they were
Jason
simple
Rodriguez.
questions.
Yeah.
So welcome.
Go by anything else?
Nope. That's it.
That's it?
That's my name.
That's not the.
You told me you were from Cali?
Mm-hmm.
Why'd you come over here?
For the comedy scene in Austin.
How long ago?
A year ago. Like exactly a year ago.
Oh, nice.
June 1st, 2021.
How'd you like the change?
It was good. I mean, it's totally different from at that time. LA was just like completely shut down and just nothing's going on. I mean, it's totally different. Not a lot of opportunity for comedy where I was at the level there. So like Austin was just wide open and crazy, just insane. Last year, it was insane because it was like vaccines were flowing, like pre-Delta, so it felt like everything was over.
Yeah.
So people just partied so hard in this town.
Yeah.
Everybody gets COVID.
Yeah, then everyone got Delta. It was kind of sort of back to it being sad again.
How long were you doing comedy over there? In LA.
I think I hit 3 years right before the pandemic, and then during most of pretty much all of 2020 and most of 2021, I like barely did comedy.
And you grew up in LA?
Yeah, like Long Beach area. It's a town called Bellflower. It's like a little
I know
suburb.
Bellflower.
You know Bellflower?
I know LA. I'm born. Oh, I don't know.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
born and raised in LA.
Oh shit. Okay, what part?
East LA.
Oh, okay, nice.
Yeah, off of Olympic and Hendricks, Garfield.
Okay.
Yeah.
What town is that?
That's East LA, borderline Montebello.
Oh, okay, hell
It's
yeah.
literally like Garfield separates Montebello and East LA.
Gotcha. Okay, yeah. Yeah. So you know Bellflower. You know Hard Times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So did he ever pick on you when you were growing up?
I don't think so.
Nah, he was probably in middle school when I was in high school.
Yeah.
You look like a young cat.
I'm pretty. Yeah. How old are you?
34?
Okay. Yeah.
34.
34.
Nice.
He knows. I know.
Yeah. Good you're keeping track.
Yeah. I got
Him and my girlfriend, that's what they're for.
separate things though. You know. Separate. He has separate uses for his
Separate but equal.
Nice.
Oh, man.
So what are you doing now besides the old comedy scene?
Just trying to get as many shows as I can. That's about it. Just trying to grind it out, stay known.
Stay active.
Yeah, and just trying to get spots, and it's really all I can do.
How many times a week do you go up?
Kind of depends. I remember when I first got here, there was a lot of open mics, and I probably got up or average 10 times a week. In a good week, probably 12 to 15.
Nice.
If I really just like
So you
hustled
got a lot
around.
of reps in, huh?
Yeah, it was great. You can still do that in this town, and I kind of eased up a little bit because a lot of the open mics just become you're just in front of comics, and it's just sometimes it feels like a waste of time if you don't have anything very brand new and you want to fuck around with. So now I'm more focused on just like writing and refining my jokes and like trying to get spots like out of town too.
Do you have like a what is it? I don't know what it's called. Pretty much like a. It's what you
like
your,
a set.
Your set. There you go. The set.
That's
You have a set that you pretty much tweak, or is it?
Pretty much, yeah. I have like a solid 15 that like reliable stuff, and I'm just trying to add more to it and refine the ones that are already I feel like need work.
Yeah.
So I have some stuff that's like, oh, this is good, this is done, and a lot of other jokes where it's like, this needs to keep evolving into something.
And that's pretty much what you do at whenever you go to the stand up or the open mics or whatever.
Pretty much. The open mics I use more for just like what's new, what do I have now? Because again, as most of them are just like either you're in front of 3 people at a bar or just other comics.
Yeah.
So it's like you just have to bring new shit, just throw things at the wall. But if there's like a crowd there, then I'll like bring out some like more established things and just
hits.
Yeah, but some little hits.
Yeah, to try to keep them.
Definitely some things for me where it's like I just want to get a laugh right now. I just need to
Get that little booster.
Yeah. Let me
They can remember you by.
Yeah, let me end this bomb with something that people are like, oh, he's actually pretty good. He's not bad.
No, these guys like I would have been at that show, but I think I was taking care of the kid when they invited me. But yeah, they were when they got out, they said it was a great fucking show.
Dude,
and
everybody was.
but they praised you. They're like, dude, that kid was fucking funny,
Hell yeah.
man.
Tight.
So if you bomb here,
We can just
dozens of
edit this
people
out.
around the world. Right?
Dozens?
Dozens.
Oh, no.
Tom Baker's dozen.
What show? Which one were you at? The early one or the late one?
Oh, the late one.
That was a better one.
Yeah.
I had a better set in the late one.
perfect.
Yeah.
That's
Those
what
are
it worked
usually
out.
better, right? Because everybody's warmed up. They're good to go.
Yeah, I'm a little more loose. I remember I did have a little more to drink. I think when I talked to you, I was like, way after my set, so I was like just drunk. I was very drunk.
I
when
think
I met
our
you.
friend Ashley went and found you and like brought you over to us and like, hey, this is my friend. He's got a podcast, and you're like, all right.
I was like, okay, cool. Alright.
So did 15 million other
Just
people.
fucking weird. Yeah,
That's what you got to do, though.
yeah.
what
No,
happens.
and that's what I'm trying to do too. And like my wife and I try to go out as much as we can to like see shows, see more comedians. Like we want this to kind of showcase local comedians also.
Okay, hell
Like,
yeah.
try to
And
help each
yourself.
other out.
Yeah, exactly.
New locals too.
New locals.
Well, all three of y'all are away from here.
That's true.
You made yourself some Texans. Make
That's right.
Texans out of you.
Stick my flag in the ground in my house.
Yeah, it's
Give me a
fun.
driver's license.
Are you still are you a proud Californian?
Fuck no.
No, not at all. Not at all.
No, I do, like, because I mean, Bellflower. I mean, that's it's kind of hood.
Barely.
Yeah,
There's parts of it.
Yeah, there is, but it's kind of hood. I grew up in East LA where it was hood, and like you don't even the only time you get rid of graffiti is when you're putting new graffiti up areas.
Tight.
So, like, it might have been different from what you came from.
Did y'all have a park called Murder Park by chance?
No.
Yeah, we call it Murder Park.
I know, but still at the
I
same
don't
time.
think my town did.
No. Oh, you're saying if he had Murder Park in his town?
Yeah, like-
Oh no, we're talking.
No, we had a cool park where like there was a skate park there, and
I was
everyone
about
like
to say, yeah, I think
everyone
you
did
guys
drugs. That's what we did.
No, they're very different. Like it's either it goes from like almost no crime to right next door where it's crime, fucking crime, and then severe crime, and then hey, this is kind of rich neighborhood.
Yeah.
Pretty much stays localized, but
Yeah.
it hits hard. Like bullets kind of don't travel; they stop at the
intersection?
borders. Yeah, they stop
Like
at the
Roger
borders.
Rabbit and shit.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
But no, he says that because off of Whittier and Eastern, which you might know, there's a park that it just murders, and we've always referred to it as Murder Park. But that's still East LA shit.
Right. Yeah, my Bellflower, where I lived, my neighborhood was just so boring. Just suburbs. It was just nothing going on. Good amount of homeless people, though, so that was like the liveliness we had.
I mean, yeah, that's
Random shit in the ground.
Yeah.
random shit flying by your head.
Yeah, but then if you drove like a mile towards North Long Beach, that's where it got like a little crazier.
Yeah.
It was like,
Oh,
okay,
yeah.
I probably shouldn't walk around
Long
here.
Beach. Dude, shit, just Long Beach Boulevard alone.
Long Beach Boulevard's crazy.
That shit.
Long Beach,
That was where I first experienced actually seeing hookers.
Yeah.
Like Long Beach Boulevard. Once you get that Compton area, fucking, you're just driving and it's just
You pull up on them with your
talent
bicycle.
walking up and down the streets. Like cops don't even give a fuck. They just keep going.
Get on the pegs, bitch.
Get on my Schwinn.
It's a banana seat for a reason.
Oh my lord.
Yeah, man. But what got you into comedy? Like, what was your upbringing?
Well, I was always been like a fan of I think I don't know, like ever since like The Simpsons was my first taste of comedy, maybe, and like Jim Carrey movies. And then I remember getting to stand up through Comedy Central. Those early Comedy Central Presents, the
Yep.
30s. That's how like my first take of it was. And then I never really thought about doing it as a kid. I think it wasn't until podcasts came out. Listen to Rogan's and Mark Maron's just talk about the life of a comic. Just super like I was like, that sounds so cool. Maybe I could do that. You know, always been like a funny guy in my friend groups. And then I was like, I got convinced myself to just go to an open mic, and then that's where it all started.
What was your startup? Like, what was the first?
The first,
like your first jokes.
the
that you
first
read
joke,
out,
I guess, I get. It was a coffee shop. It was called the Library Coffee House in Long Beach, and I wrote a bunch of jokes. I've been writing for like maybe like a year and a half. Like, so I've been planning to do this, and then I forgot my notebook in the car because I remember I was just like driving there, and I was like so nervous. I was sweating. And I was like trying to find parking. It was so hard, and I finally parked. And then I'm walking like 10 minutes away from the coffee shop, and then I realized like, oh shit, I don't have my notebook. And I was like, I can't go back now. I have to go do this. And then I get there, I'm sitting down. I signed up, super nervous, even though there's like 4 people in there, and like 2 of them are studying. They're not even listening. But I was terrified, and I was like, okay, how do I make a joke? And I learned, I was like, oh, you have to like a good opening joke is acknowledging like what people are thinking about you right away. So it makes them laugh, like, oh, I was already thinking that. Cool, this guy is like self-aware. And I just turned 24 at the time. I'm 29 now.
Yeah.
And I look really young, and even 24, I
You're
look.
younger than I
You look young.
I look young as shit.
He looks younger.
Yeah, right now I look kind of 24.
You do. Look,
Yeah.
I would have said like 23.
You look
24.
kind of about
Yeah, imagine
20.
me when I was 24. I look 17.
Yeah.
So I thought of a joke on the spot, and I went up there. And first thing I said was like, yeah, I just turned 24, which is too old to look like this. And that got a good little pop, and I was like, cool. And then it's just a train wreck after that. Then I was just like trying to I think I said a couple things I sort of remembered, and then it was bad. I was riffing on The Room, and that's kind of got some laughs, but it was an okay set. It was okay, and it was
Too many
fun.
Mexicans
Wasn't a
here.
disaster.
Yeah.
Crickets.
Yeah.
How long were you up there that first time?
I think it was 4 or 5 minutes.
Oh,
You
wow.
bombed. How long was the first joke?
That was I just told you the first joke.
No, but I'm saying like.
That's how long it
That's,
was.
oh,
That was the joke.
oh, so you bombed for the rest of that?
Essentially, yeah.
Holy
I got laughs from just me acknowledging things, and then one guy kind of like talked to me. Like he heckled a little bit, but it's like I don't even count it as much of a heckle because it's like there's only 6 of us here.
Yeah.
Like it's a coffee shop. There's not even really a stage. I had a wireless microphone in the middle of all these tables.
Oh my god. Man.
And and then I interacted with him, and that was kind of funny. I had laughs. I definitely had laughs, but it was not anything good.
Yeah.
And it was
Wasn't, like structured laughs.
no, nothing was like planned.
Yeah.
Yeah, and everything I planned I completely forgot. And but it was good enough for me to be like, okay, I think I can at least do it one more time.
Yeah.
And that's like what you need.
You had the balls to go up there though. That's
No
like
doubt.
the worst part for me. Shit, doing the live show we did.
Oh shit.
Oh, dude, I was fucking nervous. Dude, we did great, but I was nervous as
We did a
fuck,
live
dude.
show at a brewery with another podcast. It was just us
Oh, cool.
sitting up on a
Like a panel.
yeah
Nice.
basically is what it
Hotter
was.
than fuck, dude.
Yeah.
Holy shit, man.
No, we were in the
In the warehouse.
warehouse where they brew
Oh,
the
the
beer.
brewery.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
brewery. They got one fan that it's pretty much sucks out the air, but it wasn't working.
Oh
And
shit.
so they just opened up the
It was,
garage door, and we were right there sweating balls for how fucking long? We were
think-
like 40.
I think we did
no, it was
45
like,
minutes.
Yeah, it was like 45
Yeah,
minutes.
45
yeah,
minutes.
give or take.
I want to say y'all stayed on a little bit longer
Probably.
because y'all were doing so well.
So I looked at the place before we went, and I was like, oh shit, that's a really nice inside. It's like one of those insides where you know it's gonna be colder than what you want it to be. So it's like I can wear pants in there. I
Yeah.
can wear pants. I got this. And then you get to this, and it's like it's nice and cool. But then you walk into the room that they're doing it, and it's badass. You know, the big like vats and everything.
Yeah.
It's a nice backdrop. But it's just
Shout out
like,
to
holy
Podcast.
fuck, man! It's like I'm working in this fucking warehouse right now,
Yeah,
hot
dude.
man. Like it was rough, but
Jesus.
yeah, the minute your guys' set was up, I was like, all right, I'm gonna go in there and get some beer. Like, I ain't coming back out.
Yeah,
man.
everybody kind of cleared out and went inside the brewery to get beer. 'cause it
Uh.
was fucking like 30 degrees cooler.
It was ridiculous.
But I was,
yeah, it's
nervous,
like
I was
99
nervous
in
as
that
shit,
thing.
bro. I was shitting bricks the entire time. I was fucking in the zone, like thinking, like these guys were drinking beers and talking to people. I don't give a fuck about these people right now, dude. Like I don't want to fuck up. And I fucked up at the beginning. I was like, no,
It's all a blur, dude. At this
Do I
point,
think
like,
so?
no.
No, and my whole point of it being hotter than fuck was that even though he was nervous and probably like sweating profusely, so was everyone else. So it was like camouflage. Like I didn't get I didn't know he was nervous until like after the show, and you're like, oh fuck, I was nervous. I'm like, nah, I think y'all did great.
Yeah, I just pretty much I went back to okay, it's just us three right here. There's nobody else, nobody in the audience, nothing, and I just had to focus on that because I mean, fuck, if it weren't these guys, I wouldn't have got up there. I was like, we're already here. I have no choice but to get up there,
Right.
And that's what I
and
did.
it's because of us you were up there.
Yeah. Hi, mom.
Oh, hey. Oh, Ashley was there too. She says, we were there for 2 shows. We were there for 2
She
shows.
was the one that grabbed you.
No, yeah.
Oh, okay.
And hi, Mom.
Yeah, she's from LA too.
Nice. No, I could tell.
Still there.
But that one show, you were good enough. I mean, the fact that you were there alone, no one was there. Like, hey,
No, I didn't want it. There's a lot of comics that done that where like their first time they bring like a support system, and I kind of was like, I don't really want anyone I know to see me the first time. I know it's gonna be bad. Like I know it's not gonna be good. And then you bring your friends or something like that. They're just gonna laugh at you just as a support, or because they think the situation's funny, or they know you already. They're giving the
They're already
context.
giggling.
Yeah, so they already think you're funny. So it's like kind of defeats the purpose.
Yeah.
Of like getting good and making strangers laugh. You don't want like people just to like. You don't want yes men, I guess.
Sure.
Yeah,
that
you went
makes
to the
sense.
straight fucking deal.
So how long, like after the first one? I know you said you went back to the second one, and that was kind of the, the next step. Like that, you said you have to go do the second one at least to try it out. But so how long after that did you stop feeling like less nervous about it and like, oh shit, am I not getting enough laughs? To like, actually, I feel pretty damn good about this. This is
Oh, I don't know, man. Like a long time. I
Really?
feel like I stayed nervous for a minute.
okay.
I think it's just different phases of the nerves. I feel like because I think I got used to a bad open mic maybe 3 months in. Where I'm like, oh, this doesn't matter that much. Like I'm used to bombing. I'm used to the silence.
Yeah.
It's fine. I'm working on it. But then you do a show, like a bar show, where there's like people actually listening. Maybe they paid. It's like, oh shit, this is a whole different game, and now I have to get used to that. And then a real show, like a comedy club, and then there's other like anxieties, like, oh, who's watching? If someone can help me. Producer of another show, a bigger comic that could take me on the road. It just keeps getting like new nerves as you go on.
As the stages
That
get
makes
bigger.
sense.
As the stages get bigger, and then the career becomes more real. I'm still in the like
Tangible.
yeah, I'm still in like the mostly like working on it and just impress people stage. So it's like I'm not like selling tickets or anything like that. So I don't have anything to worry about. So for the most part,
Say no
of the
more.
time,
We got you, bro.
Yeah.
we'll see. Yeah.
Yeah, you check your Instagram after this, you're probably fuck, man.
Probably
Swamped.
-4.
Yeah.
He was on that podcast.
That podcast.
Unfollow.
Oh man.
So growing up, were you and your buddies just roasting each other, or did you pretty much develop your own comical skills?
A little bit. I think it's like every friend group. I feel like is always like, especially dudes, you always make fun of each other. But I was more of the like Eric Cartman kind of type in my friend group. I was really rude and like kind of mean and made fun of my friends. A little bit of bully. I've definitely had a lot of conversations with friends where it's just like, hey man, you need to chill out. And I'm like, but they're laughing. It's like, yeah, I'm not. I'm like, okay, my bad.
Give a shit.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know.
You don't focus on the one person not laughing.
I see why you left those friends in California.
But I think that's where a lot of my my early sense of humor came from, was being sarcastic and a little rude.
Yeah, a little chippy.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
Shit, man, maybe I could be a comic.
I've been telling you.
No, I can't. Stage, just think about the stage.
You got Alvaro as a
Hundreds
writer.
of
I'll
thousands of
write
people
for
looking
you.
at me. Nothing. Not just,
Like, how do you
be your
work out
yes man
jokes? Do they
out there.
do they
Yeah, fuck yeah.
do they come to you, or do you just kind of like, it's a situation and you take the situation and make it funny? Or
I think it's like everyone's different. I think it's like a good mixture of just being open and being ready for ideas to come to you, and that takes time. You have to learn how to do that to
Yeah.
keep an open mind, and then also of like sitting down and writing, and then being aware of things in your life. Because I definitely have jokes where it's like, I want to write about this. I need to write about it because it's on my mind a lot. And then other jokes that just come to me out of nowhere.
you just
And
carry a pad with you.
yeah, you got a
Oh,
phone.
yeah,
a
phone,
phone.
that's right,
There's
yeah, I
always
forgot.
notes app. Just carry.
Old motherfucker.
Yeah.
Something about writing the joke down seems more.
It's way more romantic.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
way cooler.
yeah, so it's more personal.
Yeah, but you got to be like, reasonable as well. It's like, I don't have a pen on me, but I got a phone. So
yeah,
Yeah.
you got to
You
put
just
it
get
in.
the Sketch app. Do it with your.
yeah. The whole thing about like it just coming to you, that still weirds me out, because I'll have shit that comes to me like that, and whenever I used to play music, it was the same thing where like, 2 lines that rhyme just kind of came into my head, and I was like, oh shit, let me write that down, and then I would work on it, and then from that I would make a song,
Yeah.
and that's basically what you're saying.
Well, I think any like creative field, like, you kind of requires that.
Yeah,
Like
that
the
focus.
The
Like,
focus, the flow state or whatever of like just being completely open and let like the ideas flow into you. But you just got to be aware of that.
yeah, and able to grab it and grasp it. Like the other day, I was just got out of the shower for whatever reason. The
Because
shower,
you showered.
probably. I cleanse myself. I had a joke come to me, and it was fucking. It was very raw. It was very dark.
You
And
talking
I
about your dick?
As I'm laughing right now.
It's called chafe.
And I was like, this isn't my joke. Like, this isn't me. This isn't meant for me. Like, I feel like some jokes are kind of in the air, in the atmosphere, and like if you catch it, like you can make something of it. And I felt like I caught this joke, and I was like, this isn't for me, so I didn't write it down. So I was like, let me just set it free, and then have somebody else get it who can probably use it. Like I can't tell you the joke now because I didn't write it down.
Okay.
But I was like, I feel like ideas like that are always in the air, and if you're open to it, it'll come to you, and you can do something with it.
Yeah, definitely. I remember I read Ray Bradbury.
I don't read.
Oh, we knew that. Yeah,
He's got like, sit down. Garfield.
LAUSD.
but he's the guy that wrote like Fahrenheit 451 and like Sound of Thunder. You step on a butterfly in the past changes the future.
Oh, okay.
A lot of science fiction shit.
Yeah.
I haven't read any of his science fiction, but I read his book about writing and his take on writing. And he likes to. He says you always got to be perceiving and not thinking. When you're thinking, you're thinking about yourself and other things. When you're perceiving, that's when you're actually, like, your eyes are open, you're absorbing, you're taking things in, and that's where the ideas come from. And that's what works best for him. And ever since I read that, I was like, okay, that's what I need to do.
That makes a lot of fucking sense. Like, that pretty much, that's a key. That's a key you need for comedy. Is stop looking at it and just absorb what's happening.
Yeah, man. Because also, like, sometimes I just get caught up in my own bullshit thoughts of like, you know, just insecurities or where I'm at, what I'm doing, and then it's like I'm not like absorbing life. I'm not
being
like
selfish.
Yeah, being selfish. I'm not being critical about things and other people, and then I'm not writing jokes. I'm not coming up with ideas. Nothing's coming.
See, that all makes sense. Me thinking about applying it, I'll forget that I'm applying it. And then just go about my fucking life. And then maybe 3 weeks down the road, dude, you were supposed to be doing this. Okay, I'm gonna start doing this. 3 weeks down the road, again. And I was just like, I can't keep it in my mind to stick to that.
It's hard.
It is. It's fucking brutal, man.
It's discipline.
And that's another reason why I was like, I can't do comedy. I can't do stand up. I can't do any of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of discipline, and you got to be like fine with being embarrassed. Get embarrassed so goddamn much.
How consecutive were the bombs when you first started?
Very. I feel like.
Like, would you go bomb, then good, and then you're like, all right, I think I'm getting it.
But
Followed
like
by bomb.
it wouldn't be like a complete bomb. It'd be like it just wasn't what you were wanting.
Yeah,
to get out
exactly.
of it.
Well, I mean, in the very beginning, it's like you're learning so much. I was learning a lot because I just like I'm not a performer really. Like even now, I still like kind of just go up there and stand still and talk. You know, you saw it. I just kind of monotone, and it took me a while just to learn like I can do that. You know, like and
Make that work.
That's your thing.
Yeah, that's my thing.
Yeah.
So in the beginning, it's like I'm just learning. You're learning everything, like how to stand up there, how to use the microphone, how to hold it, how to move the mic stand, how to read off your notes but not look like you're reading off the notes, how to look at people, do crowd work, engage. Like there's so much you're doing. So it's like, sure, you maybe like one joke hit, but then like you weren't looking at anybody in the eye, or you weren't moving enough, or you didn't gesture
You
correctly.
didn't sell it.
Yeah, or you used a word that you can't pronounce correctly, so no one else can really understand what you're saying. All these little things, so much little shit goes
It's a
into
fucking
it.
science, man.
Sort of, yeah. It is.
From like what you said at the beginning, where it was like, literally the first part, where you were saying, I was thinking about this the whole fucking time you were talking, and I was like, I wanted to ask you about that because it sounds like you study comedy, you study it, and you find a way to break it out. Like you said, the first joke, it's what they think of you, and it's like, is that part of like your layout? It's like, all right, my first part will be something like this, where it kind of engages the audience, and the rest is kind of like it's your step by step about like how to build shit. It's
Pretty
like,
much.
This is you building your setup.
Yeah, how that piece of advice to make the joke about you or what the audience is thinking about you. I learned that from like I don't know, like a podcast or something. And once I learned that, I don't know how long it was until when I was doing comedy, but I think eventually I figured out I was like, oh, just treat it like how you go up to a group of people. Like you're saying hello and you're introducing yourself. So I'll have jokes about me, you know, looking young or just being small or being Mexican, like the surface level stuff.
I was
and
wondering
then
what the fuck you were. I was like, how do I approach this?
you just ask. I'm like,
I usually do.
Yeah.
But I didn't catch the last.
yeah, from
Sounds like Jason.
yeah, from Bellflower.
Yeah, suburb? What the
Yeah,
fuck?
I'm either Mexican or Filipino. It's 50-50. But yeah. Start with like the personal stuff, and then you go into the things you think about.
Yeah.
That's always been my approach.
Do you still stammer when you do you notice a lot when you're not getting laughs, or you just got used to like just ignoring it and pushing forward?
Yeah, you have to push forward.
Yeah.
You have to just. Cause I used to, an easy thing was just to acknowledge it, like, oh, you guys didn't like that.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys won't like me then, or whatever. Just saying things like that, and just like no one wants to hear that. It sounds horrible and embarrassing. It makes you sound insecure.
Yeah.
So you just have to like.
You got to own it. You got to
own
own the
it.
room.
Yeah, just not. You kind of not care.
Yeah.
That's a big part of it too, just not caring.
I feel like that would.
Yeah, I mean, I can't do it, and I haven't done it just because I stutter a lot, and I feel like my head's going like 100 RPMs, and my mouth is like at 2.
That's how I feel.
Shit just doesn't come out. It doesn't
You
compute.
check the neutral, it might not be.
Yeah, well, it's like
connected
my
right,
truck
yeah,
where I had to fucking fix the shift.
Yeah,
like that.
you're just flooring it.
Yeah, I'm not going anywhere. Yeah, so like I admire comedians for that because I'm like I could never I feel like I could never do it.
It's tough. It's
Yeah.
really hard. Yeah.
Yeah, if it wasn't tough, everybody could fucking do it.
Mm-hmm.
But like even if you got like somebody that was like class clown or whatever and threw up on stage, chances are they're not gonna do that great.
Yeah, you never know.
I was we had a meeting today, and pretty much all my entire warranty group.
Division?
We were all chilling, and we were having a meeting with the boss, and I was taking swings at him, just like if he would say some shit, and I'd start joking about him,
Yeah.
and I started getting that laugh. I got a couple chuckles, and then I got more people laughing. Then I said one thing, everybody fucking laughed. Oh, I was like, yeah, because I told him, I told my boss, I go, yeah, man, I've been throwing your name to everybody so I can get some work done, and I've been using your name like you're a fucking celebrity. And he goes, and how'd that work? I didn't fucking do shit. And everybody laughed, and I was like, I like that feeling.
It's a good feeling.
That's where it ends, though. It's not going any further than that.
Those are good though. Like
Dude, they
real in the moment laughs like that, because no one expects it.
And everybody, and it was everybody laughing loud, and I was like,
That's
got that little feeling. And then I got yelled at because I wasn't doing my work.
Shit.
That's how it happens.
Yeah, that's pretty much where it is.
That's in the past, man. Don't worry about that.
How you holding up over there? Are those...
I'm doing well.
So normally we have Alvaro sitting in this spot, but
Okay.
Alvaro had Work.
Nonstop work.
yeah, that dude. So we all were in apartments. We all worked in apartments. We're all apartment maintenance,
Cool.
and Alvaro's still in it, and he's in the shit.
Oh damn.
And he's turned into some apartment where they have like holes everywhere. He's got to replace doors and carpet and all
It
this.
looked like
shit.
there was shit on that door he sent.
Yeah,
Oh, whatever was
like
left.
somebody
There was
smeared
a
shit on that
bunch of
door.
holes punched through a door.
Yeah,
Big
And
grief.
it said like the real one lives here, or some shit like that. I don't remember
Some
what the fuck,
bullshit.
some bullshit.
I believe you. Don't touch me.
It looked like a shit stain as a rainbow across the fucking door, and I
insane,
was
man.
like, ugh.
so it's we're coming from that, and from that we started this podcast, and just talking with Rich and Alvaro's funny as shit. He tells like the greatest stories, and it's we kind of turned it to where we're in the shit, we're in this horrible freaking industry. Let's try to find the light in
It's a
it.
lot of dark comedy
Yeah.
with the shit we
Oh,
ran
so
into.
there it is right there. What does it say? The real fuck.
Oh my god.
Oh, the real fuck you fake.
The real
Tolls
fuck
at
you
what
fake.
looks like shit stains.
That
Yeah.
that person's driving on the roads out there, bro.
Yeah.
Like that human
He's out there.
has a driver's license.
He's able to
I
write.
mean, shit.
Then I saw the format, and it's like it's a zoo in here. I was like, damn, these motherfuckers.
they're
are
fucking
literal.
right.
Yikes.
And yeah, somebody wrote down that's the front door. $5 hoe.
Oh my god, man.
So that's where he's at right now. And this is why he can't be
Yeah.
here. And this is normally why he can't like come to the show on some days, is because he's stuck doing this shit, man.
That's gnarly.
It's one of those things too where like what does it say? Yeah, oh, that it's basically a zoo. In here. Yeah,
that's
so
the
yeah,
front, that's the doorman.
they're right.
Well, that's a cute welcome, Matt. Nothing's really weird about that.
So you walk in, and
Yeah.
then you're like, oh,
Oh, they were correct.
Oh.
Oh.
there was a warning.
It's not just the format.
Right.
Yeah. Interesting.
But yeah, we were in the shit. That's the kind of shit we saw, and we had no other choice but to do the work and find the funny in it.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much how we started talking shit. And
That's
we
wild.
were always shit talkers as kids and all that, but just with our friends, like you guys did and shit.
Yeah.
You guys like deal with an inordinate amount of sex toys in your line of work,
fuck yeah.
or you did
Just
just
like-
in the apartment management.
Like leftover ones?
Yeah,
Like yeah.
used, yes.
How wild is that, man? Like, oh no, that shit came with the apartment last time. Put it by the toilet. It's fine.
That's where you put your toilet paper so it stacks up nicely.
I feel
They
like
had
I
like
saw
a
like
Bluetooth
ton
one
of-
that I found in the
oh
box.
my god, dude!
We didn't have that in the collection.
I thought we did.
Not the Bluetooth
Maybe
one.
The collection. The fact that there's a collection.
Oh,
is what
we
I'm
have a
talking
box.
about, dude.
We have a box in our old job.
Oh my
and
god!
we put it all in the box and we put it in the shelf.
I pulled out the was it the light fixture, and I put all the dildos in the box and I just stacked it up there because there was like 9 other boxes with the same logo, same everything. So I just put all the dildos in that box and just tucked it in there. So one day when they pull it out for
Oh my god,
see all the
man!
fucking dildos. Oh my god! But we found
Excellent.
some monsters, man.
We
Some
called
monsters.
one the doorstop. 13-inch, about that thick
Damn.
suction cup.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Blood at the tip.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Actual blood on the tip.
Oh yeah, dude.
Oh Jesus!
Yeah,
Oh, man.
But I
No.
stuck it to a door and it stuck, and I opened the door and it's like, hey, it's a door. It's a
Stops the door from underneath the walls. Back to the shop.
Yeah.
That's what we did.
Oh,
But
God.
Gotta have a good sense of humor to deal with that all day, right?
Yeah,
dude.
and that's what basically carried us through the work week and the work day was just talking shit and finding the funny and keeping it light, and that's how we worked.
Yeah.
And that's the only way to get through, and that's why why we started this podcast is because we know other people are in the shit with us, and so we kind of model this towards that demographic, and then we have people messaging us like, hey man, your podcast kind of gets us through the week because you're going through the same shit we were going through.
Oh, that's cool.
So that's kind of what kept us going. And what we're trying to do now is obviously it's a comedy podcast, and so we want comedians to come on, hang out and shoot the shit.
Well, I've lived in apartments, so
Here we go.
that's where we meet up.
Have you had to call any emergencies in?
No.
No.
Never. I probably should have at one point. I maybe should have. Cause I have these downstairs neighbors. They're gone now. They moved out like last week, but they were always like up till 4 a.m. just loud as fuck, watching movies. I remember I listened to them watch The Wedding Singer like in entirety. I couldn't sleep, and I listened to it the whole
It's a
entire
great
time.
movie.
It is a good movie. It is good, but it was fucking.
Holding it with lying down.
Yeah. I was like, oh yeah, I know this song. It sucks. And I remember one morning. Was it in the morning? I don't know. But I remember in the morning they were still up. I was leaving for work, and I hear like a ding 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 like out under me, and I look and there's just a bunch of nitrous canisters.
Oh my god!
And I was like, oh, they're just hitting whippets and then throwing them out, and they're like. Old. They're like deep in their 20s. one guy's like, but like
See,
that's too old to do nitrous,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
fair.
there's other things.
That's
That's
fair.
like some 17
Yeah.
through about
Yeah.
20.
Yeah, that's like
So,
drugs
my cousins
101.
would do that at like Thanksgiving, and everyone would be like, "These whipped cream cans went bad," and meanwhile, my cousins are all fucking like, assholes.
That's a holiday. You got
That's a holiday. That's
yeah.
fair. It's a family holiday.
But dude, yeah. And then I remember they would have like there was one couple down there, and they would always have like maybe like once every 2 months they would have these gnarly fights. They're just yelling at each other. One of them kicks them out, and I was banging on the door. Fucking let me in. I love you. I'll fucking call a guy right now. I'll get some dick right now. And I'm just damn. There's some layers
Your
to their
phone
props.
rings. You're like, oh shit.
It's my time to
Put on
shine.
silent.
Let's get it.
I'll wait till he leaves.
And then they had one gnarly fight, one last one, and I didn't fucking care. And then the next day, after that, I've never heard a fight again. No arguments. And then I see a U-Haul like the next week, and I'm like, thank God.
What
Right.
makes you not complain?
I don't fucking care.
It's just
And I gotta go to call the office, and then they're gonna be like, oh, you gotta write a thing down or something, or like we're gonna check on that. I don't whatever, dude.
We can't do shit.
See,
Yeah, right?
I'm always
Yeah.
curious about because once in a while we used to get the residents like you who just don't give a shit. Like whatever's going on, it's like it's got nothing to do with me. I'm not complaining. fucking love those residents. And then we get majority of the assholes like the ones downstairs causing fucking mess or just not messy, but still raising hell in the office for some bullshit.
Well, my logic was if they're doing that and getting away with it, I can get away with shit.
Yeah.
Then they can't complain about me. 'Cause I never complain about them. Like, we
what I
can throw a
thought.
party, we can do whatever the fuck we want. We can stay up late, we can be loud.
At least, yeah, you know your downstairs neighbors ain't gonna complain.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what made me feel safe.
Yeah.
That's why I fought hard to be, like, not live in an HOA because, you know,
Truth.
you might have that rowdy neighbor that's got shit in their front yard, but I can be that rowdy neighbor. And it's great. And I am that rowdy neighbor, unfortunately. But, you know, try to keep it clean, but it's nice, you know. It's nice to just...
You got a nice house.
No, I didn't say that. So it's nice just to be able to be, you know, in a place where nobody gives a shit. You know, everyone else is just minding their own business
Yeah,
sometimes.
that's the way to go.
I helped my brother do his water heater. My brother's water heater went out yesterday or a week ago, but we replaced it yesterday. And he's like, "Where do I take this to dump it?" I was like, "You can't just put it on the end of the street." He's like, "Nah, man, HOA will save some shit." I was like, "Oh, fuck that." I was like, "Just put it in the back of my truck. I'll put it in my house because we don't have HOA. Fuck that." We actually got grandfathered in to where we don't have to have an HOA. Some of our other
Nice.
neighbors do, but we don't. So it's
so
fucking
wild.
nice.
It's fucked up. I was
Sick.
seeing a bunch of fucked up ass lawns and then the nice one with the HOA. You can always tell which ones are clean.
Yeah.
So you moved out here by yourself?
Yeah. Yeah, I have some family that lives in Austin. Well, yeah, I have some family that, like, very distant cousins that live in Austin, and then my great grandfather actually built a house in East Austin, and I got to crash there for like a month. And my aunt and uncle they live in California, but they like take care of it. They come out every once in a while and maintain it. And yeah, I got to live there for a little bit, and that was dope.
What do you do now other than comedy?
My day job, I work at a poke place.
Oh, fucking
Poke, the fucking
yeah.
sushi, but in a bowl.
yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's chill. It's a chill job. Some
what's up.
tips, yeah.
So did you literally just 9 to 5, then go comedy every day?
Yeah,
Shit, man.
yeah, as much as I can. Yeah, and then
So you don't stop grinding.
pretty much, yeah.
Fuck.
Every once in a while, I'll take a night off. I'm just like, okay, I gotta chill.
Yeah.
Cause some nights are just like, if I don't have anything going on, it's like, what the fuck am I doing?
Have you caught any other comedians here?
Yeah,
Like, who are some of your favorites?
my favorites, like Attell.
Of course.
This
Yeah.
fucking guy.
Yeah,
Yeah, David Tell's
He's great. He's
goat,
fucking.
dude.
He's one of the greatest of all time for sure. I saw Sean Patton while he was in town. He's great. He's like probably one of the best storytellers. And I saw Hannibal Buress.
Oh, nice.
That was dope. That was a trip.
I like that dude.
That was a trip to see. That was really cool.
Well, you saw him performing, or
Yeah,
you just caught him in
performing.
the wild?
Hey,
Not
Priscilla.
from performing, yeah.
Caught him in the wild.
That's what it is up there.
I did catch him once in the wild, and that was weird. Because I remember I was like hanging outside at Creek in the Cave, which is like one of the local clubs in Austin.
Yeah.
And I was with my buddy, and we were walking back from some other place we were doing. I don't know what we were doing, and we were just like, oh, let's just chill out here for a second. We were eating food. Yeah, we were at a food truck. We were eating our like chicken sticks outside Creek in the Cave, and I see the manager of the club talking to someone, and we're just like not really, whatever. And then I look up again, and I realize like, oh, she's talking to Hannibal Buress, like on the sidewalk. I was like, oh shit, and I was like, hey dude, that's Hannibal. And he's like, oh fuck. I'm like, that's crazy.
Did you
fucking
get out and go
awesome.
talk to
Yeah.
him or no?
Nah, I didn't. No way. I nodded at him later on in the night, and he was like,
And he's like, oh, shit,
I know
Jason.
no, he did not do that. Nope, not at all.
I just saw your stand-up, man. I want to take you with me.
Dude, I saw your Instagram reel. It was pretty good. Not bad.
That was the best 30 seconds I've heard in a while.
But yeah, there's a lot of really good just hitters that come through here. A lot.
It's crazy, dude. Because, I mean, this town was a music town
Yeah.
before. Now it's shifting. Like, and I see the shift. Because Creek in the Cave, they used to be called Beauty Bar.
I thought it was Barracuda.
No, sorry. It used to be Red 7. That's what it was. It was Barracuda and then Red 7.
Oh, shit.
Red 7 was a heavy metal venue.
Cool.
So, like, all the metal bands would come through Red 7.
Dope.
And whenever I was in my band, we actually did a Rage Against the Machine tribute
That's tight.
at the outside stage.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. But that's a dope ass spot, man.
It is. I love that place. During South by, they were doing music there. And it was cool because like I hang there all the time, so the door guys just let me in. And I
Oh,
got to see a
nice.
bunch of cool bands. It was dope. It was
That's
dope as
awesome.
fuck. That was a fun time.
That's the way it was on 6th
That's the
Street.
perks.
My buddy, he fucking knew everybody in that fucking street. And whenever South by would come by and all that, he goes, hey, man, you want to get on anything on 6th Street? Let me know. I just walk right in. It was that type of shit. Fucking badass music and shit. But I never went.
So next time you see these
I don't like
faces,
Yeah.
We know people.
No people?
I don't go, but I know people.
All right, cool.
I've never taken anybody up on their offer.
but yeah, it's the same thing too. When I was doing open mic stuff, but music, it was like, how do I get over this fucking hump, man? Like,
Yeah.
and it was the constant grind. I would always go to every Wednesday. It was Baby Acapulco on what is that, Stone Lake.
Get them purple drinks.
Yeah, that's what it was. But it was just the reps, man, getting the reps in, and then a lot of the times too, you would go and it was just a room full of musicians. There was one comic out of the whole bunch, and they would do their thing, and it's I felt sorry for them because it wasn't the crowd, like it wasn't a music.
Yeah.
It was a music town. It wasn't like a comedy town at that point.
Dude, that's how I started in Long Beach. It was just music open mics,
Yeah.
and that's what I did. Like almost all of them, I was just performing for
So the
musicians.
cards are even more stacked against you because of that.
It a little. I think you talk to any open micer who would actually prefer it, because if you go to a regular comedy open mic, you're performing for comics and then bar patrons who don't care. If you go to a music open mic, you're performing for people, musicians. They're listening.
Who want to be there?
Well, the
Yeah.
musicians that are sitting there and you're performing in front of musicians and you're a musician, they're like, this dude sucks. Wait till I get on stage.
That's what comics think.
So yeah, it's the same mentality.
Even if your friends are just like, he's not working hard enough. I'll go up there and I'll kill. I got it. Yeah, those musical mics are fun. They're great. You just have to like navigate it a certain way, because it's mostly, especially in Austin, it's very like just super liberal, very like sensitive people. Like, and so it's like, oh, you can't go too hard in a certain way.
Yeah.
You have to make yourself likable, and then make them question what they think or whatever, like that.
And then punch them in the they them.
Yeah.
You
yeah.
put on your fucking Trump hat.
You like this?
Thank you guys. Walk out.
Thanks for laughing. Trump hat.
Boom.
And walk out.
So what was it when you came out here noticing, like, well, I guess it's Austin, so it wasn't that red of a state, but like I'm talking about a culture shock,
Oh, it's fucking much different than LA.
right?
Way different, dude. I remember I was like, because everyone was saying like Austin's the California of Texas, and I get here, I was like, no, it's not. It's not at all. Everything's different.
Yeah, it is.
Especially Austin. I feel like it's more diverse in all over everywhere else in Texas besides Austin. Like,
More diverse?
yeah.
How so?
I feel like I go to Houston, I see like I've actually see black people. In Austin, I don't
okay.
see any black people. And then San
You
Antonio,
saw Hannibal
there's actually-
Buress?
he was the one. In an entire year.
Only one black guy.
Yeah,
What do you want?
Yeah, I mean,
He was gone the next day.
I'm not gonna chime in on any of this. sorry.
I'm gonna drink some of my Gatorade. I would be saying a lot right now. But
I did. Before I moved out here, I visited for a couple weeks in March, and I remember one of the things I did notice was like, oh, it's so many white people, and especially in the comedy scene, it's mostly white dudes, and I was like, that made me want to move here because I was like, oh, I'll stand out, and it's helped me a lot. It's like, oh, I don't talk about white guy stuff, and I am still a straight guy, or whatever, but it's like, hey, I got the brown card.
Still.
Yeah.
Yeah, as of right now, still a straight guy. We'll see what happens at the end of this Lone Star. I don't know. But yeah, so I was like, oh, this will help me stand out for sure, and it did. It was a good move. It's a little annoying still, but it's cool. Oh, I'm fine with it, I guess.
Dude, I like your comedy, and I don't mean to compare you to anybody, but I mean I like, I like your comedy, and it actually kind of reminded me of Mark Norman.
Fuck.
Do you get it all the time?
I get it so much. So
Yeah, sorry.
much.
But you do.
I know. It's a good thing.
It's a good thing.
It's a
man,
good
'cause
thing.
That dude is fucking hilarious. He's definitely top 10 on my
One of the
in my
greatest
books. Yeah.
joke writers like living right
Dude.
now, for sure.
And just crowd work too.
Yeah.
Just off the cuff.
Yeah.
Can fucking
Super
get
fun.
it, dude. Yeah.
Yeah, I actively try not to sound like him, like as much as I can.
Still in my bit.
Yeah, I know. I recently found out I wrote a joke about vibrators, and he has like the same joke.
Oh, wow.
It's like a very similar metaphor. The joke itself is different, but it's the same comparison and the same premise. And I was like, fuck. I went a little different way with it, but when I found that out, I was fuck.
Well, see, that's the joke thing that I was saying. Like, shit is in the air, and then you catch it, and you're like, all right, let me put my spin on it.
Especially like when it's like an observational joke about a thing. It's like anyone else can think about a thing and then make a comparison similar. Like everyone can do that.
Yeah.
It's not that hard. So that's why I don't really do a lot of observational jokes. I do more personal stuff. But still, like, you know.
It happens.
Yeah, it's annoying. It's so annoying. But yeah, you just gotta move on. Just keep writing. Write other shit.
Take it as a compliment, man. You're doing really well.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Hey, Nahadazan, what's up, dude? And then Kaylin says Hannibal is in his top 5.
Oh yeah, one of the best.
Why does your mom want us to know about your diet?
I don't know what the fuck that meant. That's why I just
you
went
on
over
diet?
it. I saw it and I was like, I don't know what the fuck that means. Like, what diet?
Did you lie to her?
No, I don't remember talking about a diet. I remember she asked me. She goes, how's your weight? Like, mom. And I was like, I don't know. I lost like 10 pounds. And she's like, oh, what are you doing? I was like, I'm just doing me, mom. Like, no one's here. I'm literally here for 30 days by myself. So I'm eating what I want to eat. Like, without like carbs or all that shit. That's all it was. Like, I'm just not doing. There's no diet. That's why I saw it. And I was like, let's keep going. Let's not derail what we're talking about here. Sorry, mom, but I don't know what you're talking about.
Deco MIA. Take his art down. Oh, damn.
Oh.
Alvaro also drew this in our background.
Looks cool.
Yeah, he's a talented one.
Dude, yeah.
He's
He's
the one that started out as a bull, right? That's what he said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was trying to bowl and then went.
He's like, oops.
Wait, is it a dragon or is it
I
like
think it turned into like
It was
a,
originally a bowl he was doing, and then.
is it like a warthog?
you might be able to
No,
see,
it's a-
like, is that
it's
the
a
original
dragon.
bowl?
Yeah, we got it kind of zoomed in there.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, he's the artistic one. Also funny as shit.
Hell yeah.
Rob's doing great.
That's why, that's why they bring me in, because I'm not. And so that way, he doesn't have competition when they come. They're like, oh, thank God he's back, you know? Brought that fucking vanilla dude again.
You're doing great,
You're
bro.
choking, man. You're just hanging in there. Shit.
You're keeping the white audience
Yeah.
intrigued.
Yeah, you're making it feel safe.
Yeah.
This guy's on our side.
And 911 on speed dial, they're like, oh, he's white.
Yeah.
Let's just wait and see where this goes.
So, that's fine. my neighbors say I'm an honorary Mexican.
You
so,
are. You are.
Yeah.
You are, man.
I got that vibe from you like right away. I was like, this guy hangs.
Well, I try. I do not hang, though. Not like the old days, as they would say.
Yeah.
But my neighbor always like brings me shots over the fence, like midday, out there doing yard work and stuff. And it's like I'm not gonna say no, but after like the 4th or 5th one, man, I'm like I can't even mow the lawn, you know? I'm useless, and he's over like, come on, keep going.
Meanwhile, the other guy's like, all right, guys, well, I'm going to work.
Yeah, no, he's out there like backyard looks badass, you know. Their yard's always much nicer than mine, man. Oh, that's not a bet, like that's not our joke.
Oh,
Now it is, but shit. Anyways,
It was fine until you were like,
it
I
was
didn't.
fine until I acknowledged it.
Yeah.
But it's true, man. She's got like you've seen her yard,
Yeah.
man. My shit looks like a junkyard lot with dead grass, more dirt than grass, and hers looks like the botanical garden downtown. It's
Yeah.
amazing, dude.
so they're Mexican.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Well, now you made it even worse, man.
I like throwing that wrench in every little while. Let's see where the fuck. Let's see you guys collect your
Yeah,
fucking.
yeah.
Your
Nothing,
chips.
man. I mean, I drove like way into San Antonio to get some tacos the other day, and they were bomb. That's how I would recommend it.
See,
Yeah.
honorary Mexican. They don't let you in there.
It's good stuff.
Have you been to Houston, San Antonio, and all them? Yeah.
Yeah, I've been to Houston, San Antonio. Went to Dallas for one night. Been to Corpus.
Have you performed in any of those?
Yeah.
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 How'd that go? How's that crowd?
I like them a lot. Houston's great.
Yeah.
Houston's a great
I hear you. Yeah,
great
that's-
audiences in Houston. I only did it for like 2 nights, but it was so much fun. Corpus was cool. It's a weird little beach town. Laredo was a trip. The border town.
Yeah.
That was interesting. I remember.
They try to pay you in
Say,
coke.
say it all in Spanish.
I don't know. I don't
just
know
saying.
any Spanish. I always
It's
say
really
hello.
hard translating jokes to Spanish.
I'm sure. Yeah. I remember one guy opened the show all Spanish. Like he was the first comic on, and I was like, "Fuck, I have no idea what he's talking about."
Wait, you grew up in LA? You don't speak Spanish?
I grew up in the suburbs, dog.
Dude, there's
that
Mexicans
Tony Hawk.
everywhere, dude.
Yeah. I'm like 4th generation. My parents don't even speak Spanish.
Oh shit.
Yeah, we
Okay.
were deep. We were deep. I remember Grandma told me recently that
She was ashamed of you because you don't speak Spanish.
yeah, she didn't need to say that, but I knew that. But
She nodded.
yeah, she told me that her grandparents were living in California before it was America, and it turned into America while they were there. So the border crossed then.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
It was a trip. Yeah. So I was like, oh yeah, I'm deep.
So
I'm
you're in there, dude.
we've been in
are...
there. Yeah, I'm the American dream.
Yeah,
I'm an assimilated white talking Mexican who's not that dark.
Shit, man. You check all the boxes, dude.
Yeah, dude. Everyone loves me.
So when you went to those shows, you let a convoy of friends that do comedy, or you just went over by yourself?
I remember the very first time I did it, Aaron Suarez brought me down. Actually, he brought me down to like one of his bar shows, and it was okay. And I remember it's like a lot of like, it's funny like older Mexicans in California, they fuck with me a lot, but the ones in Texas like don't at all. Like it's weird. Like there's like a generational gap of some kind. I don't know what it is. The vibe's different. Whenever I go up and I'm saying like, oh yeah, I don't know how to speak Spanish. I'm not that Mexican. They're like, it just washes over them. Like they don't really understand it.
Like what? You gotta realize a lot of fucking Mexicans here don't speak Spanish, man.
Really?
A lot of them.
Okay, so one. So do you guys speak Spanish?
I speak perfect Spanish.
Both of you.
I'm
So
first generation American.
okay, so it's 50-50 right now. Two don't.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
And then this guy speaks Nordic.
I understand
That's
it.
cool.
I just don't speak it.
That's more than me. Like I
Oh, you don't even understand? You don't
Not
understand?
really, no.
Really? Shit. How
No.
the fuck did you survive there?
in California.
Suburbs?
Dude, you just
Yeah.
stood in your
First you
neighborhood.
said
huh?
suburbs.
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, this is still America. Like English is the majority language in this country.
I'm starting to question if you grew up in California. I was like, dude.
It's Belfast. You've been to Belfast, dog.
Yeah, man. I'm just.
I went to school in Lakewood. Does that make more sense then?
I'm a little bit. Because I, all up and down California, it's like I run into Mexicos all fucking day. Mexicans that just don't even speak English, and I'm just like,
Oh yeah.
it was everywhere. How the fuck do you not? Like I understood it before I spoke it, but that's because everybody speaks it, dude. Majority of fucking people I run into growing up there speak Spanish.
Well, you grew up in like proper LA. I grew up on the outskirts, like near Orange County. It's just different.
Yeah, the OC, bro.
Yeah, the OC is.
Yeah.
Well, that's that one town that didn't shut down during the quarantine.
Yeah, actually, I lived in Orange County during like the beginning of the pandemic.
Oh, people were partying the fuck
Crazy.
up, right?
Huntington Beach.
Yeah.
Huntington Beach. Yeah, it was awful. It was wild. I never liked Huntington Beach like entirely, but I worked there. I worked at a comedy club in Huntington Beach, the Rec Room, and I moved in with some friends that were all living there. So I was like, "Fuck it, I'll stay here." And then fucking pandemic happened, and then I just kept seeing pickup trucks with flags, and no one gave a shit. It was wild.
Those fucking white people came out of the woodwork, dude.
Oh man, just repping it, bro. It was
Yeah.
insane.
And they're straight up saying, "You're not shutting down this town. No masks. Everybody's just walking around like
They-
nothing is happening."
They didn't give a fuck, bro.
No.
It was insane. I remember the day Biden won, like the official day where all the votes were counted. The day he won, I went down to the Huntington Beach Pier, and it was raining. It was a cloudy day. I just wanted to check it out, what was going on. And there was like a Trumpish kind of like small protest. People just hanging out by the pier. And one dude, it was like 6 people. It was actually very sad. It was like, he's like, no, he won. No, Trump won for sure. You know, we don't trust Biden. And one dude was dressed up in a colonial outfit,
shit.
like with the knickers and
Yeah.
the hat and the blue jacket. Like it was ridiculous. And he was the only one dressed like that. Like no one else was. It was weird. I was like,
Like he was hoping to meet up with everybody else.
yeah, he dressed.
It's time, boys.
Yeah.
I had a convoy of people.
Teabag, just thrown into the water.
And then he was like, yeah, just like he's World War I holding a Starbucks. Like,
Everybody else like.
Like, okay, dude. It was fucking wild. It was a wild town. I hate that place so much. I hate it so much.
Nah. So, do you tell? Are you proud about it too that you came from there? Do you tell people here?
Yeah. You know what?
Well, you're a comic though, so you kind of have to.
Well, bro, like I never was a proud statesman of any kind. Like I never cared about the state I was born in until I moved here, because everyone fucking reps Texas shit. Like, you go to HEB and they got like, hey, make your pancake in the shape of the state you're in. Like, who gives a shit? It's weird. And then they're shitting on me because I'm from California. Now I'm like overcompensating for how not proud I was, and now I'm like, yeah, California's tight. It's cool. Yeah, best weather in the world. Yeah, there might be an earthquake that kills everybody, but who cares? Like,
Every 7 years, but who
yeah,
cares?
whatever. You're not getting shot all the time. It's fine.
Well, you weren't.
It's gonna be its own
Not yet.
little island in another 100 years, right?
Well, eventually, yeah, it's gonna break off.
Yeah.
If not by all the
Then they can be their own
construction on the
person,
freeway.
and then they can really have like the California pride. I don't know. My wife's family lives in Point Loma, and it's like super ritzy rich, you know. And so we go out there, and like my wife's buying all this fucking California bear shit and the flag, like these sweatshirts, and I'm like, we gotta go back to Texas, man.
Yeah.
You can't be wearing that around here. You know, like it's. I mean, we're not even from California. Like, it makes no sense. Like no sense at all.
I got a Texas button up that Anna bought me and Rick, and I take that when I go back to California. I was not just because I like the fit, but just I want to let them know, like, fuck California, fuck you guys.
Oh, I still love it though. Don't get me wrong.
Okay, well,
San Diego's my place.
For the argument for Texas, though, the Texas flag is a lot cooler than the California flag. California flag sucks.
Yeah.
It's just a bear walking. I don't think I've ever seen a bear in California, honestly. I've never experienced it.
Never in my life. They have a mountain called Big Bear. Never seen a bear.
Never seen a bear.
Never.
No. But like,
Not the wild animal bear.
Pretty sure the forest fires have already taken care of all the bear problem.
I was gonna say.
yeah, but like Texas does have like some cool merch. Like definitely. It's merch worthy. I get it. I do get it.
The fact that just a lot of people are proud to be Texan, and it's like, I see why. I see fucking why. Like that's just a freedom you feel when you're in this state. Like when I came here, just seeing people. I mean, fuck. The first time, like my friend put his gun in my glove compartment, and I was like, dude, we're gonna get arrested. He's like, dude, it's my gun. Just leave it there. Like we're fine. I'm like, all right. Fucking driving super fucking cautious and shit, and it's like, no,
I feel like there's a few states, you know, like there's California, Texas, Alaska, New York, Florida, of course, and
Colorado.
Then, you know, so yeah,
Florida's just like a giant orange
these
county.
big name brand places that everyone talks about. They're in movies, whatever. Those people are always really proud of. Like they have a state pride that. Like I don't understand either. Like I'm more proud to say I live in Texas than I ever was to say I lived in Illinois. You know, like that's not a flex. You know, and nobody does it up there. Like it's not like, hey, yeah, I'm from Illinois. Well, my wife does, but
Yeah. Chicago.
yeah, that's what
Chicago.
she says. And we're not from Chicago, man. We're like 45 minutes outside Chicago.
Right.
They're like the
So it's
Pflugerville.
like
of
30. It's the same fucking thing, man.
Yeah, I think it's the same thing
Yeah.
with California. It's like cities. You rep LA, you rep San
Yeah.
Diego, San Francisco, the Bay.
Yeah.
Sacramento has some pride, but that's like about it. No one reps like Kernville.
Yeah, there's no one in Bakersfield.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, shit, man.
There probably is a little bit
I went
because
to
Bakersfield
Bakersfield.
gets so much shit.
I've heard one of my friends rep Bakersfield.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Well,
Bakersfield is like a giant San Bernardino County, which if you guys don't know, San Bernardino is
yeah.
fucking methville capital of the
Huge,
fucking world.
yeah.
It is fucking massive. Like that whole city is just doing meth.
yeah, but if I was from a place that everyone shit on, then I'd be like, fuck you guys. No, it's not bad. I'm from there.
Yeah.
You know, I own it.
Just
you
to be
know?
the counter.
yeah, you would
That's
have
why I
to.
included
Yeah.
Florida in that list. I think that's where they gain their pride from, you know? Like, they've rallied behind everyone
Making-
thinking they're
making
fucking
fun of
weird.
them?
Yeah. And now they're proud of it, dude. It's like,
They
yeah,
own
I
it.
am Florida, man, you know?
Yeah.
It's wild. It's a wild flex, too.
Yeah.
Nah, just how expensive everything is, and the government that doesn't do shit in Cali is what made me not notice it at first, but
Kaylin says, Texas has a cool shape, but California pancake would look like a turd.
Yeah,
It's true.
Yeah, it's a good old shape you guys got. You guys really worked hard on the shape.
it looks like a fat star.
Yeah, I'm glad you guys did it. I'm really happy for you. It's sick.
California just looks like a limp dick.
God,
That's
yeah.
Florida. Don't take away
With
Florida's
the
thing.
pin.
Yeah, Florida's the dick.
Yeah.
Florida's the dick that just
the
came,
Wang of
so it's kind of
America.
hard, but on its way down.
Well, it's a neuter dick. 'Cause
Yeah, that's the way it looks,
The
like-
panhandle's like little deflated balls.
Post coitus fucking dick. That's the way Florida looks.
That's a good feeling though.
Yeah.
That's a good place to be.
Cigarette after. You're fucking golden. But just seeing all the bullshit, like growing up in Cali, I didn't know. In LA, I didn't notice any of it. And then once I left Cali and I came here, which what made me fall in love with Texas was when I came here, I was like, holy shit, this is fucking different. This is everything like California, where everybody's like, oh, California, best weather, movie stars, all this shit. We got the beach and all that. What it should be, but Texas has it here. No fucking beach. California is just like, it's the hot chick that what used to be hot, no longer, and she's already on the decline looks wise.
Do you smoke weed?
No.
No.
Yeah, that makes sense. Dude,
Is my mom still watching?
But
there was a glitch in the internet. I don't know what happened there.
it's just you can't buy weed here, man. You can't buy. That's ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
That's like my big thing. It's like
And then you can't buy alcohol.
at certain times. Yeah, it's weird.
None on Sundays.
I don't get it.
No, I don't smoke,
Yeah.
Mom.
Yeah, yeah. No. Yeah, no.
Don't you have something to do, Mom?
Let him
She's
go.
supporting her son.
Let him be a man. All right.
Oh man.
We're gonna take a quick break, and we'll be back with Jason Rodriguez. Thank you guys. Thank you everyone for hanging out and